This is Phonearena's video review of the new LG Voyager offered by Verizon Wireless. The Voyager is one of the most anticipated phones to be released this year. It features a large 2.81-inch touch-sensitive display on the front with a standard display and QWERTY keypad on the inside. On the exterior are the send, end, and clear buttons, volume rocker, sliding lock button, and camera button, 2.5mm headset jack, and micro SD card slot that can accommodate up to an 8GB memory card. On the back is the 2-megapixel autofocus camera and standard battery. One of the main features of the Voyager is the touch-sensitive display, which is pressure-sensitive, not heat-sensitive, which means you can use your finger or even a stylus or a pen cap. When the phone is in standby, it will show an animated lock icon on the bottom of the screen. Once it is activated, there are 4 icons along the bottom for message, phone, menu, and contacts. Pressing the phone icon will bring up a 12-key dial pad on the screen. It is used just like a normal dial pad to enter in the number that you wish to call. Unfortunately, there are several times that the wrong number accidentally got pressed, causing us to go back and fix the mistake. Tapping on the center of the screen will bring up 12 shortcut icons to allow one-touch access to such things as the browser, VZ Navigator, Bluetooth, and music. Unfortunately, if one of these icons is for something that you don't use, such as mobile TV, you can't replace it with something else, nor can you move icons around on the screen, which means they have to stay in the order in which they are shown. The main menu is divided into Get It Now, Messaging, Contacts, Recent Calls, and Settings and Tools. There are adjustments for 2 different themes, color and black and white. There are also settings for menu fonts, and also for different clock formats. Sending a text message can be done one of 2 ways. The first way is by using the touch display, which will show a standard 12-key dial pad that you can use T9 predictive entry. This is easiest when you're only needing to type in a few words. The second way is by flipping the phone open and using the large internal QWERTY keypad. It has been redesigned since the ENVY with larger buttons and brighter backlight for the letters. We found that using the QWERTY keypad to be beneficial when having to type in longer messages. The Voyager is the first non-PDA or smartphone to incorporate a basic HTML browser instead of the standard WAT browser. Once it is launched, it will show icons for news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Pressing the Go to www icon will allow you to enter in a standard HTML website address by using the touch display. Non-intensive websites such as Google will only take a few seconds to open, but larger websites such as Phonearena.com will take upwards to 50 seconds. Once the site is loaded, you can press and drag the page around with your finger. Unfortunately, there is a lot of horizontal and vertical scrolling that must be done. One way around this is to zoom out on the page. Since more of the page is shown on the screen, this eliminates most of the scrolling that needs to be done. Most websites are shown properly formatted, but since the Voyager only uses a basic HTML browser, you cannot use plugins such as Adobe Flash. This limits its functionality since streaming videos from the standard YouTube site cannot be displayed. However, you can stream videos from the mobile YouTube site since it does not require Flash. Takes a couple seconds to buffer, and then we'll begin playback.
It's Tuesday, November 27th, 2007. I'm James Kotecki, and this is Swaybook TV. Vice President Dick Cheney was in the hospital yesterday because of an irregular heartbeat. Doctors administered an electrical shock through the heart.
You can select between full screen and standard screen formats.
Normally again, and Cheney will be back at work today. So now, although the rhythm of his heart is beating like a drum, something tells me the words "I love you" are not.
Overall, the HTML browser on the Voyager is a big improvement from using a standard web browser, but is not without its problems. Scrolling through pages and pressing text links with your finger can sometimes be problematic. We found that using a stylus or pen top to be easier and more precise. The music player can be launched from the front screen and is laid out for easy touch access. You can scroll through lists of albums and select a specific track you wish to hear. Once it begins playback, there are icons for repeat, shuffle, rewind, and fast forward along the sides. However, since the stereo speakers are next to the internal screen, music will sound muffled unless you flip the phone open. Once that is done, music quality is relatively good, but does lack any amount of bass. The only way around this is to use a Bluetooth stereo headset or wired earbuds. Up to 1,000 people can be entered into your contacts list. Out of those, 98 can be stored for speed dial locations. When reviewing the list on the front screen, you can scroll the list up and down, and you can also select letter icons on the top, or you can go to the Go To field and type in the name of a person that you wish to search for. The calendar is fairly basic, showing the current month and date. You can press the arrow icons at the top to move forward and backward 1 month at a time. Once the date is selected, you can add a specific event that the phone will alert you to. This is an easy way of keeping track of appointments while on the go. The Voyager features a 2-megapixel camera with autofocus and is fairly easy to use with the external touch display. Images taken outside have good color saturation but have soft edges and lack fine detail. Interior images only look good when there is a substantial amount of light. Since there isn't a built-in flash, low-light images are nearly impossible to take. The Voyager has very good signal reception, and we were able to place and receive calls around South Florida and while in fringe areas. The call quality through the earpiece speaker is also good as long as we kept the volume at medium. If we raise the volume to high, we could hear a substantial amount of distortion in the earpiece speaker. This is also true when using the speakerphone function. However, using a Bluetooth headset will eliminate this problem. Overall, we are quite pleased with the Voyager, as it is a nice improvement over the Envy. The large touch-sensitive display is its main feature, but it can be a little temperamental to use at times. The HTML browser, 2-megapixel camera, QWERTY keypad, and mobile TV surface make it an all-in-one device that is hard to pass up. Please visit phonearena.com for our full review of the LG Voyager.